Most men today will never attain the success, money, respect, or relationships they want. Not because they aren't capable, not because the world is unfair, but because they've been chasing the wrong version of masculinity. For years, society has pushed two extremes of what it means to be a man. One, the outdated alpha male, the hyper-aggressive, emotionless leader who thinks brute force, dominance, and controlling others is the only way to be respected. Two, the submissive, nice guy, the man who bends over backward to seek approval, avoid confrontation, and make everyone happy except himself. Both of these paths are wrong and both lead to failure. Justin Baldoni, actor, filmmaker, and creator of the Man Enough movement, is proving that there's a new standard for the modern alpha, one that's ruthlessly disciplined, emotionally controlled, and powerfully influential. This isn't about weakness, giving up power, or abandoning ambition. Quite the opposite. Baldoni's movement is about maximizing your potential as a man through self-awareness, strategic leadership, and relentless personal growth. So how is Baldoni redefining the alpha male for 2025? And more importantly, how can you use these insights to dominate in money, relationships, and influence? Before we dive in, if you're serious about building wealth, power, and elite confidence, subscribe to Chad Guys. This is where high-value men sharpen their edge and leave mediocrity behind. Now let's get into it. Trait number 1, emotional intelligence is the new power move. Most men are taught to shut down their emotions because they think showing feelings makes them weak. But here's the truth. Emotional intelligence isn't about being soft. It's about mastering your mind. Justin Baldoni has shown through his work that the most respected and influential men aren't the ones who suppress emotions. They're the ones who learn how to control and direct them. Weak men are ruled by their emotions. They react impulsively, lash out, or suppress their feelings until they explode. Strong men harness emotions as a tool. They use them to sharpen focus, build deeper connections, and navigate high-stakes situations with clarity. Trait number 2, confidence without overcompensation. Most guys misunderstand confidence. They think it means being the loudest, most dominant presence in the room. But Baldoni's approach proves real confidence isn't about flexing on people. It's about being so secure in yourself that you don't need to. Insecure men overcompensate. They brag, seek validation, and try to intimidate others to feel powerful. Confident men own their space effortlessly. They don't need to prove anything because their actions and presence speak louder than words. Trait number 3, leadership through purpose, not just dominance. Old school masculinity tells men to dominate for the sake of dominance, to control, to overpower, to assert authority just because they can. But modern power players, including Baldoni, understand that true leadership comes from purpose. Men who build lasting legacies aren't the ones who just command authority. They're the ones who operate with a clear mission. Look at Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Justin Baldoni, 3 completely different men, yet all embody the new alpha leadership standard. Elon Musk doesn't just build companies. He has a vision of revolutionizing humanity, pushing forward AI, space travel, and sustainable energy. Jeff Bezos didn't just create Amazon. He had a mission to change global commerce, building a retail empire that shifted how the world shops. Justin Baldoni doesn't just talk about masculinity. He's redefining what it means to be a strong man in today's world, proving that masculinity and emotional depth can coexist. Trait number 4, strength in relationships, how the new alpha handles women. Most men fall into one of 2 categories when it comes to women. 1, the over-dominant guy, the guy who tries to control women, sees emotions as weakness, and treats relationships like a power struggle. 2, the nice guy who gets walked on, the man who puts women on a pedestal, seeks approval, and loses himself in the process. Baldoni represents a third way, the man who is strong, independent, and confident, but also knows how to connect deeply, communicate effectively, and lead a relationship with presence and emotional intelligence. Trait number 5, discipline is the foundation of everything. At the core of Baldoni's message is one undeniable truth. Without discipline, nothing else matters. Self-awareness without action is just wasted potential. Confidence without discipline is just arrogance. Leadership without discipline collapses under pressure. Every high-value man, from David Goggins to Jocko Willink, preaches the same reality. Success is built on consistency, pain tolerance, and self-control. Trait number 6, the power of self-respect over external validation. Weak men crave validation. They need approval from society, women, and their peers to feel valuable. Alpha men approve of themselves first. Baldoni challenges men to stop seeking constant validation from the outside world and start building internal self-respect. Men like Gosling and Keanu Reeves embody this effortlessly. They don't chase trends. They don't seek approval. They carry themselves with quiet confidence that makes people respect them without them even trying. How to apply this? Stop asking for permission. Move like a man who knows his own worth. Be unapologetic about your ambitions. Chase your goals without caring what others think. Drop the approval-seeking behavior. If you live for validation, you'll die without it. Trait number 7, the strength to evolve and adapt. The world is constantly changing. The weak get stuck in their ways, refuse to learn, and fade into irrelevance. The strongest men evolve, adapt, and stay ahead of the curve. Look at Tom Brady, the GOAT of football. He didn't just outlast younger, stronger athletes. He constantly evolved his training, diet, and mindset to stay dominant well into his 40s. Or take Leonardo DiCaprio. He never allowed himself to be boxed into one career lane. He adapted, took risks, and reinvented his brand over and over, keeping himself at the top of Hollywood for decades. How to apply this? A great leader never stops learning. A real alpha embraces change instead of fearing it. A powerful man reinvents himself when necessary to stay at the top. The second you stop growing, you start dying. Trait number 8, the art of saying no. Boundaries make the man. Most men fail not because they're weak, but because they say yes to too many things that drain their time and energy. High-value men like Warren Buffett and Steve Jobs understood the power of saying no. They focused on what actually mattered, cutting out distractions. Baldoni's take? If you don't guard your time and energy, you'll waste it on things that don't move you forward. How to apply this? Stop saying yes to things out of guilt. If it doesn't align with your vision, say no. Protect your time like a scarce resource, because it is. Cut out toxic relationships, useless habits, and distractions. Trait number 9, mastering the power of presence. The most powerful men in the world all share one thing in common. When they walk into a room, they own it. Baldoni understands that presence is about commanding attention without demanding it. Watch men like Denzel Washington or Idris Elba. They don't have to be loud. They don't beg for respect. They walk, talk, and exist with a presence that makes people listen. How to apply this? Slow down your movements. Rushed people look nervous. Speak with clarity. Don't mumble. Don't hesitate. Hold eye contact. Alpha men don't look away first. Baldoni's Man Enough movement isn't about making men weaker. It's about making them smarter, sharper, and stronger than ever. The new alpha isn't the guy who dominates out of fear. He's the man who commands respect because he masters himself first. If you're ready to redefine masculinity, build real confidence, and dominate life on your terms, subscribe to Chad Guys. This is where high-value men level up. No excuses, no waiting, just results. See you in the next one.